Welcome back to the Fifth Wheel podcast. I'm Hannah.
I'm Sydney. And what are we
And
talking
this,
about this week?
oh my god, we're talking about the race that we went to.
USGP, USGP,
USGP.
USGP. Oh,
I'm so happy. I'm still
I
living
mean,
from this weekend.
no, literally.
I
The
tingling. I'm tingling.
I think the simultaneous high and just like post race depression are needs to be studied because
It's quite
post
bad.
concert depression is a thing. Post F1 weekend, are you? I'm like, I was looking at, I was talking about it with one of my coworkers. I was like, no, because this time last week we were in Austin.
I had just gotten there. I had just gotten to the B&B.
Ugh, and what a cutie little B&B.
Oh, she was adorable. Guys, you know how we're going to Madrid? Um, not that I was worried in any way
Right.
about how we would get along in a shared space for a long time,
Hmm.
but this weekend cleared up any concerns that may have been lingering in the background. This B&B, Sydney booked it for us. She stayed there. It had two twin size beds and a
Yep.
king size bed.
Uh-huh.
And all of this, including the kitchen and
Yep.
like living area, all of it one room,
Oh yeah. And
about
by one
this
room, I mean
maybe 10 by
maybe
10.
that, yeah. Yeah. Like it's
Not very
she
big.
small, like big Home Depot shed that was like built into a little Airbnb. And
Mm-hmm.
like I credit to originally finding this place goes to Shelby. Because when
Thank you,
we
Shelby.
stayed in Austin in 2023, we stayed in this, it's an older retired couple. They've got like a couple campsites and like some RV spots, and then they have these like two little, they call them like bungalows or whatever. And so Shelby and I stayed at the smaller one that like it was only like a full size bed and a twin size bed. And so we booked this one knowing that you guys were probably going to come with, and then it just really worked out. And like, yeah, no, I mean, we all had quite literally our little corners, and there was a table that kind of became dinner, like makeup, catch-all, hair, like, and it, I, we were not together for maybe a total of 3 hours on Saturday was the only time the four of us were not together.
It was
And
less
like
than three. It was like maybe an hour and a half.
we were fine. Like it was we were like all of us at different points in the weekend were like, yeah, we're gonna be just fine in Spain.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah,
But
and there was, I think, on Saturday afternoon when we got back after qualifying,
uh-huh.
me and you both had kind of our little like going nonverbal overstimulation thing, but that wasn't with each other,
No,
and we
that
were
was
just chilling.
that was just like your standard. I'm on a trip and there have been a lot of like needing to use my brain. It's nonverbal time. And it was
Yeah,
always unspoken when we had on like nonverbal time. We were
I
just
we're in sync. It's
we
great.
really are. And it
Yeah.
was, yeah, and it just such a cute, you kind of glamp. There was this like fun little outdoor shower, which was really fun because we were out in the country a little bit and you could see the stars at night. Like
It's
it just,
great.
and so reasonably priced. Like,
So reasonably priced. It was like
so reasonably
$90
priced.
for each of us for the whole 4 day
It was
weekend.
phenomenal. And it was on, we stayed like northeast of the track. I think we were technically in Cedar Creek,
Yeah.
which really worked out because the way we came in, like we were on the right side of the track for that and where we were parking. Speaking of parking, I want to shout out our Oklahoma dads. Um, big shout out to Michael, John, and Juan. Shelby and I met them on the Turn One Hill on qualifying and yeah, on Saturday of the 2023 US Grand Prix. And it was one of those like we call them our Coda dads because they're all old enough that could probably be our dad. And so they almost adopted Shelby and I. And then we have this group chat on Instagram. Shelby and I didn't go to the race last year, but we have kept up with them. We send memes to it like in this group chat. Like it was one of those of when we knew they were coming back and we were coming back, it was like we have to like see you guys. And so Thursday night, Hannah unfortunately had a little bit of homework. And so she was like she was a very responsible girly. Very responsible girly and stayed home. But we went and the Oklahoma dads, they RV camp in the RV lot. And so Shelby and I went and and they had made some friends. And so then we made more friends. And it was so much fun. But they had the friends next to them had an extra tow vehicle pass. And so Shelby's Subaru, which, you know, may or may not have a trailer hitch, um, or
Leaning
like
towards may not.
maybe more, maybe towards may not. Um, yeah, it was a tow vehicle all weekend, and we had parking, and shout out them. And even without that, we probably would have, because you know you can scan in and out, and
Yeah.
but we hung out with them all weekend. Like they were giving us waters, and just like we would meet up with them in the mornings, and then we would all like walk in together. It just was very like I think speaks to the community that you can get at F1 a lot, and we just, I mean, had a
Yeah.
blast. I was so excited y'all got to meet them. And they just have become really important to Shelby and I. And they're the best. And shout out you guys. And we were so glad we got to see you.
Yes.
Anyways, that was that. So parking for us at least was easy.
Yeah. And I mean, for me on Sunday, because we had to park separate,
Yeah.
I parked in the same place that I parked with Maddie and her family a couple years ago. If
Okay.
you know where to park, it's not bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. The walk was like maybe quarter mile, half mile max.
The walk
and it
was the shortest walk I've ever endured at Coda,
yes. And
which
so,
I was not prepared. Like I was prepared to walk.
mhm.
Which you kind of have to be with Coda. I don't know if you've seen them where people are doing like the betrayal lists, and
Which I'm tired of seeing.
it's one
I'm
of
so
those. I'm like,
tired of it.
maybe it's because it wasn't our first U.S. Grand Prix, or like, and I know we didn't do GA this year, but we have both been GA warriors before. But it's like, do your research. I was seeing
Yeah.
people making U.S. Grand Prix TikToks for weeks leading up to it, and it's just like I will give them the sun was hotter than like this was the hottest day. Saturday, I think it was 94.
It was bad.
And it was like Sunday, it was 89, which like is still warm, but it was such a significant difference that I didn't sweat Sunday.
Yeah. Big
But it
difference there.
just, we had a blast.
Yeah.
I was so content with our walk. It was easy to get in and out. Yeah,
It
no
was great.
complaints. No
Yeah.
complaints. Our
No
seats,
complaints.
phenomenal.
Seats are phenomenal. We have a lot of footage from our seats, which we're about to show you in a moment.
Yes. Yeah. So this episode I think is going to be it's a little different than our normal ones, because we have real in-person live content. And
Yay!
so I think now is a good time. We're going to just Hannah's edit and splice that all together. And so please enjoy our USGP content.
Yippee! Yippee! Hello, Editing Hannah here. If you are currently listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you're not watching the video, just a heads up, the audio is about to be a little crazy here. We held the mics a little bit too close together at some points, and then it was staticky in others. We finally figured out later we just didn't have noise cancellation on, but just a warning for y'all. Apologize for the echoing, but it was worth it for the content. Hope you enjoy. Outside the toilets.
I will say at the beginning, you were like, I met them at the toilets. I panned to the toilets. That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, shaking. That's cool. Wait, hold it, hold it.
No, I think that's the podcast.
Welcome back to the Fifth Wheel Podcast. I'm Hannah.
I'm Sydney.
And I'm Shelby. I'm not actually part of it, but I'm the third wheel, I like to say.
And I'm Parker.
And we are here at the sprint race. Trying to turn the camera. Hopefully they can see it. The sprint race is about to start here like any second now.
T-minus 7 minutes.
T-minus 7 minutes. We all have a lemonade ready to go, locked and loaded. Mine is strawberry.
Cheers. Clink.
We've already spent a lot of money on lemonade alone today, but we are looking forward to today. Shelby, what are you most excited about for this upcoming sprint race?
I think I just want to see who has pace overall. I mean, Nico Hulkenberg qualifying top 5.
Insane.
Actually, I just want it to be a good race. I think it'll be an indicator of tomorrow and what tomorrow will look like as a full race.
Great context.
Thanks.
What is your favorite thing that you've gotten here at the track so far?
Oh, without a doubt, the lemonade. I'm on lemonade number 3.
Me too.
But I have to limit myself. To 2 a day.
We got some free tower passes. Parker, what are you most excited about for the sprint race?
I'm just excited for some racing. It's going to be a good day. It's nice weather, a little bit windy. We'll see what happens, but Austin Grand Prix is a fun weekend.
Yeah, and this is your first time actually seeing a race in person, correct?
First race.
Yeah. Awesome. And Sydney, what are you most excited about?
I'm just excited to see what happens, to see cars go vroom again, and to watch the race from a different part of the track. Shelby and I, we've only done GA, and we always did turn 1. And so we're at turn 9. We're at right after the S's. You can see the long back straight after turn 11. I'm just really excited to see some racing. Shelby?
Awesome. Oh, I already asked her.
Oh, what is she excited about?
She's excited about just seeing some racing, right? Cars go vroom.
Yeah, and I'm also going to say is we've seen a lot of cars have a little, not incident, but a little moment over this curb right here, right in front of us. So I honestly think it's one of those turns. I know that's helpful for you guys. But I'm honestly excited to see, I think we might see someone go off track. But it'd be pretty interesting as long as it's not any of our favorites.
That would be nice.
We have manifested it only be Lance Stroll without impacting any other drivers, and he did already have a red flag yesterday during practice. So we will see. The thing I'm most excited about is probably the same that everything else has said, or everyone else.
Cars go vroom?
Cars go vroom. I'm excited to see my favorites race. And also just this view, like Sydney said. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. We can see so far back, and then we can see all the way up to the big turn, all the way back down the straight. We're going to be able to see a lot. And I brought my nice camera. I took some really awesome pictures yesterday during practice and qualifying.
Fire pictures.
Yeah, and so I'm going to get them now with people just, safety car!
Safety car!
Celebrity sighting here.
The safety car? Are you
safety
kidding
car
me?
celeb sighting. But I'm excited to get some pictures of the cars all racing together. I think they're going to be really cool. And yeah, awesome. We'll check back in.
Hopefully there's good news. You will know. You will know how we feel.
You'll know. Parker, any last words before the race?
Nothing about Lance Stroll.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing
Giga
about
Max?
Lance Stroll.
Go Dogs?
Gig 'em and go Dogs.
Any sport unrelated to this one is basically what the final words are.
Go Stars.
and we're going. Oh wait, do you hear the theme song?
This is insane. Man, talk about repercussions.
Both McLarens are out. Both are out.
That's Oscar.
I know.
So where's Landon?
So, psych, that was Oscar.
Oh my gosh.
Rest in peace, McLaren.
Carlos Sainz is in third place.
Carlos Sainz is in third place. Are we sure?
Okay, so both McLarens are out. We have Oscar's car.
Right there.
Right there.
Oh. It looked like a seesaw.
It does look like
It does look like a seesaw.
So you're saying Charles has a chance?
Charles has also Carlos has a chance?
Yeah.
Carlos?
Well, I mean, for the whole point.
Carlos Sainz, smooth operator, P3 right now.
But, okay, so remember when people posted, or F1 posted, like, the people that could technically still get the championship? And Charles is like, well, everyone would have to, like, DNF both McLarens each time?
Yeah.
We're on our way.
I mean, there's no one, as delusional as we are as Ferrari and Charles Leclerc fans, no one else is more delusional about Ferrari and his chances than Charles Leclerc.
Yes. Oh, I was pointing to us.
But also us.
Also us.
Safety car. Safety car. Safety car.
There they go. Back them up.
Shout out the safety car.
Okay, so Lance just caused a ridiculous crash. Parker, how are you feeling?
It's to be expected.
Yeah? How are you feeling? Proud?
You know, I feel like you have to. Like, it's game day performance, and he doesn't fail. It's consistent.
He just didn't turn
Mr. Consistency.
in a bad way, in the worst way.
Yeah, he was also at the back of the pack, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Lance, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah,
trying
well,
to
there was
pass?
no point in
There was
that.
no points.
He
It's
says,
a
what if
sprint
I
race.
ruined everyone else's day?
The points stopped for the sprint race after 8th place.
Yeah, there was absolutely no point.
All right.
Okay, sprint race is over.
Bruh.
Williams podium! Go Williams! Go Williams! All right,
This is
It's exciting.
okay.
Right here.
That one, right there. We both have it.
Right there.
Carlos. Okay, Sydney post-race thoughts.
Oh my god. That
Yeah, what was that?
was a phenomenal sprint race. Turn 1, chaos.
Immediate chaos.
Pure chaos.
I love how we didn't even get the McLarens over here before they were both out.
No, yeah. I mean, to have a car crash out directly in front of us. I
That
mean,
was
granted,
so
he just
fun.
kind of stopped because his car stopped working.
It was sad
But
because I love Oscar, but also I was like, action.
I know. And we didn't realize it was Oscar until he got out of the car, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's 2 numbers, not just 1.
Yep. Oh, here's the safety car. Say hi, safety
Oh,
car.
let's
go.
Yes,
My
really,
hero.
the diva of the day is the safety car.
Honestly.
Or Max for tailgating the safety
Oh,
car.
the Max
insane.
tailgating.
know who
Oh,
got
he
that.
would tailgate the safety car.
He would tailgate them insanely. He
I
was
mean-
angry. All right, Shelby, post-race thoughts.
That was fantastic. I mean, that was everything I could have wished for. I wasn't going to wish for a McLaren crash out, but Charles Leclerc finished that race 5th, started P10. So I had Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, then Charles Leclerc. Fantastic. Top tier. Hope it's like this tomorrow.
All right, Parker.
Incredible. Good to see the action. They go fast. I can't wait for quali.
Wait, Parker and I did just watch George Russell
Wave.
was on the back
He's
straight
waving.
and waving.
He was,
Oh.
I was like,
Doing
who
his
is this
little
man
Princess
waving
George
to?
wave?
I was
Fancy
like,
little wave.
you ain't got fancier.
He does. I'm wearing a George Russell bracelet, even though it's Sydney's bracelet.
You might be the only
I mean,
fan.
I had an extra.
Yeah, true. I'm not the only George Russell fan. That is a lie.
You mean Woody?
George,
I don't not like George.
He's not my favorite driver, but I like
love
him.
how memeable he is.
Yes, I think that's more it.
And he's a good racer.
He is a good racer.
He's a
I
good
think,
driver.
I think people underestimate him. They always be
I
like,
agree.
does nothing, P3 or whatever, but he has to do something to
Oh,
get there.
no, for real. That was crazy. I mean, we saw some really good overtakes. We talked about it, I think, a little bit yesterday. Our seats are phenomenal.
Yeah.
You can see the S's, you can see turn 11, and the whole back straight.
I just keep showing it.
I think it's turn 12. We saw some of the overtakes. You can see them closing in on DRS. So excited for race day tomorrow.
Yes.
Quali later. I mean, that was 10 out of 10 for the sprint race.
I really can't wait. And I took so many good photos. I cannot wait to upload them. For y'all to
She's
see.
slaying with the photography.
I really am. And I got pictures of Oscar's crash, or pull over more likely. But
Day.
it has been a fantastic
10 out of 10
sprint.
days so far.
10 out of 10 day. And it's day 2. We didn't really even give much yesterday.
No.
We did meet Matt and Tommy yesterday. Meant to
We
mention
did.
that. That
We
was
did.
crazy.
That's
go watch
just going
our
to be an entire segment on the whole episode.
go watch our porta potty interview with them. It was very good. But yeah, we'll catch y'all at quali.
Anyways, for now, it's lights out.
And away we go, temporarily. Bye. This is our cute little B&B. There's a horse here with the sunset.
Buzzing out here.
Hey, buddy. And we're back filming from our B&B here. She's
Whoop, whoop.
cute. We're here with Shelby and Sydney, and we are here to talk about post-qualifying.
Yeah, it was an interesting one.
Funny moment. So I left at the very beginning. I was like, oh, it's just the first few minutes of Q1, because I was like, I really would like a lemonade.
And it's like, surely nothing will happen.
I've got to go to the bathroom.
And to your defense, the lemonade at Coda,
Insane.
elite.
I mean, it low key was worth what I missed. Like, it's that good of lemonade.
Yeah.
However, I'm out there. I'm about to walk back in, and I hear everyone in the stands go, "Oh!" You know, and I'm like, something happened. Guys, what happened? Would you like to tell them?
It was kind of a sad time.
It was a little sad.
Parker, Hannah's husband, saw it real time, but we're sitting in turn 9, and we see smoke, and then we see a car in the barriers. At first, we thought it was a Red Bull, but it was unfortunately Isaac.
Yeah, he locked up bad.
Yeah.
And then just, I mean, the Barilla barrier was just, he crushed that pasta.
You crushed that
He
pasta.
crushed that pasta. So it red flagged for a minute. And was it still red flagged when you came back?
No.
No. Oh,
It
we had
wasn't.
already resumed.
Already resumed. I saw a clip of him, though. He was very angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Angry
at the
boy.
beginning of Q1. I think he would have absolutely made it into Q2 and had a good chance of making Q3.
I bet he would've.
I know. He was having a good weekend so far. Hey, Parker, what are your thoughts?
If you can't see him, Parker is over yonder,
It was the microphone.
washing the dishes.
The microphone in the chair. Parker, your thoughts?
Yeah, Parker's still here. He's just washing the dishes.
He is. But yeah, what else happened in quali?
Poor Alex.
Oh yeah, rest in peace,
He had a
Alex.
good lap too,
He did.
but alas, track limit strikes at Coda again.
Track limits strikes again. McLaren at first was doing really bad,
Yeah,
and then one of them got better, and the other one continued to do bad.
he did all right.
Yeah, he tried.
Yeah.
Q2 was normal.
Yeah, Q2 was
We
normal.
lost about who I'd expect. Carlos made it to Q3.
Yes.
Shout out Carlos, who might got a podium today.
I know. I still can't believe that.
I know.
And then Oscar and Lando have both said, because me and Parker had a little,
The
radio thing.
radio commentary.
they have both commented today saying that the car is very uncomfortable to drive this weekend. I don't know if that's the track. It hasn't been repaved in a few years,
Yeah,
right?
they said
Like 2 years.
the Oklahoma friend said it's been 2 years, so track's pretty bumpy.
Yeah.
I bet it gets resurfaced after this year,
Yeah.
or it should at least.
But we were going through some of the photos I took during sprint race, and I got a picture of Yuki dragging the front wing. So I'll have to post that somewhere. That was very fun.
Yeah, you got some great pictures. I mean, both of these big little crashes happened within eyesight of us. I mean, except for the turn 1 chaos during the sprint race.
Yes.
Oscar stopping and then Isaac in qualifying.
Yeah.
It's been those seats are.
It's been a
Stellar.
great. You get to see a lot. You get to see the
S's.
You get to see the S's, and then you can see them go up turn 11, and you can see them all throughout the back straight. So I think when we come back, we'll definitely have to come back to turn 9.
Yes.
Some solid seats.
What's cool about the back straight is you can't see it like super clear. Like you can see them driving on it,
Yeah.
but it's a little bit far. But you can tell exactly when they turn DRS
Yes.
on because they just start like
Yeah.
catching up.
After you pointed it out, like we were able to really see some overtakes in that like at turn 12.
Yep.
It was kind
I was
of
like, he's going.
Yeah. But I
It's
guess and then Q1 or Q3, not Q1, Q3. It's an interesting starting grid.
Yeah. I love that F1, the official F1 page, posted Max getting pole and labeled it, and I quote, "A lion does not concern himself with P2."
Yeah, and the picture they used is hilarious.
Oh yeah, his hair was like all over
They
the
kind of
place.
did him dirty. I'm not gonna lie.
A little bit.
He could use to be humbled a little bit.
Well,
I don't.
maybe
It's not really that possible that he's good enough that he doesn't need to be.
That's true.
But there's
Shelby,
Parker.
thoughts on the first couple of rows of the starting grid?
I am a fan. I think I was happy to see Charles up in P3 after, especially practice, him being 20th. But I think he and Lewis kind of used the sprint race this morning to get a better feel of the car. So I was happy about that. So he was P3. Carlos was P9, so not as good of a start, but I think expecting him to do just as well after the sprint race would have been a lot to ask.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty interesting because your McLaren, like you have a McLaren P2, but then your next one is P5.
P9
no,
or
no.
8, 7.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Because
7 or
I
8.
think both Mercedes and Lewis
No,
are...
Antonelli's right behind Piastri.
Okay, so but I know Lewis is right ahead of Oscar. So like there are several cars between him and podium.
Which I think it's a good thing that they're kind of separate. That's probably a plus. Parker's back.
Say hi.
Hello.
So I think it'll be interesting for tomorrow. Max always shows good pace at Coda.
Yes.
But I think seeing what happened at Turn 1 during the sprint race, I feel like something crazy is bound to happen tomorrow as well. So
It very well could. I mean, that first lap, it's always an interesting time.
It's always the fun one. Parker,
we've-
what were your thoughts today?
Yeah, it was a great race, the sprint. We were right there for the action on the crash, which was crazy. It was crazy seeing the wing get carried so far.
That was insane.
Really, really cool.
we saw Nico drive by wingless.
And then we were like, "Where's the? Oh,
you can
there's
have
the
it.
wing." That was crazy.
Yuki's like, I'll take that. Don't worry, I got it.
But yeah, I think guys, I think we all had a pretty stellar day.
I think we
Got
did.
some steps in, baked in the sun,
We did.
high of
Yeah.
94. Whew.
Shelby almost fought a man.
I sure did. I wasn't trying to be mean, but he wasn't being the nicest either.
Yeah.
So
I hit him with my bag. I say hit. I just like my bag kind of bumped him, but one of my pins was sticking out of it, like maybe just that much, and so it poked him a little bit. And he, the like classic cartoon, yow. That's literally like exactly.
That's a little
what
bit of what happened. But you know what?
That's
It's
exactly what
fine. He got over it. We got over it.
Yeah, we
We
gave
watched
him
a
a
good
button.
quali.
I made amends.
We did.
We did.
And then we also wanted to ask Shelby a few questions, ask her a little bit about herself since this is her first time on
I
the
know.
podcast, even though
she's
been
mentioned we've mentioned you
Probably every
more
episode.
episodes than not. And you had a call-in.
I did
multiple
that one
call-ins.
yeah,
I think
couple
at this
call-
point.
yeah.
I've had a couple
Mhm.
call-ins.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about your favorite team, your favorite driver, all of that fun stuff.
Alrighty. I would say favorite driver is Carlos. I think even when he was at Ferrari, I was kind of torn between him and Charles, but deep down, Carlos has always been my favorite. He's just funny. Makes me laugh and is a very good driver, very consistent. And then favorite team is Ferrari, but I will say Williams is making a very good run up to that level with Ferrari. So I think I'm pretty even split between Ferrari and Williams.
And Williams.
And
Go
Williams. But got into F1 because Sydney, she roped me into it.
I lovingly bullied her into it.
She did. But it's definitely been pretty cool. We've gotten to meet a lot of great people through it, and like this is really cool. Like you guys started a podcast off of this. But I love F1. A lot of my friends know me as the person that likes F1, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And they're like, NASCAR. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm like, give it
We
more
were asked
respect.
that this morning at McDonald's.
I'm like, give it more respect than that.
They're coming to Coda in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just been a great weekend. It's great to see you guys, and it's like makes me excited because we're getting to go to Madrid with y'all. So that's gonna be really cool. So,
I'm so excited.
All right, Parker, tell us about yourself, your favorite teams, drivers, all of that fun stuff.
I do like signs. I'm very excited for Cadillac next year. I've been a day one fan.
that's
have.
true.
Can
Nobody
confirm.
can say Parker's been a bandwagon.
I've
He's
fan.
been
wanted-
talking about them for years.
I've wanted Andretti to have a team for the longest time, although it doesn't have his name. It's kind of the Andretti team. So really excited about that. It's going to be exciting to have both Checo and Bottas back on the grid. It's going to be interesting with having that many cars, though. It's going to be a little strange. So,
But anyways. I
but
think
the
we had a
race
good
this
day.
weekend was great.
Okay.
It's been great so far. Well, we are losing daylight by
Yes.
the second. So
Yes.
what we're going to do next is
Shelby?
Sydney and Shelby are going to finish watching the A&M game on
We
their
are.
phone. I'm going to take a shower, and then we're going to all heat up some chicken spaghetti and some stew.
Yeah. Shelby,
And-
would you like to hit us with our outro?
Oh sure. Wait, can Parker and I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
What do I do?
respond to what she says.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll know.
Oh, I know it. Okay.
Lock in.
Yeah, I know.
right,
We're
ready?
locked.
Okay,
We're
ready?
locked.
Ready?
Do I need
All
to be in it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
One more time. I'm Sydney.
I'm Hannah.
You're Shelby.
Yep.
I'm Parker,
It's lights out.
and away we go.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. welcome back. I hope you enjoyed some of our content from the U.S. Grand Prix.
Because good heavens, we had a good time filming
It was a great time, as you could probably tell by some of the microphones
Oh
and the
gosh,
screaming.
I just vividly remember because I was holding the phone for the sprint race, and when everything happened, I think I blacked out. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what I said. So I cannot wait to go watch that back.
Yeah, you screamed all right.
Yeah, I lose control of my body and its functions when F1 is on. When sports in general are on. I was talking with a
Toast just landed on the table. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was funny.
Anyways,
Toast, that was hilarious. That might be the funniest thing he's ever done.
That might be one of the funniest things he's ever
But
done.
anyways, yeah, no. I think sports in general, really should have picked some like calmer sports. I mean, I'm not mad about it and I wouldn't change it for the world, but boy, am I very emotionally invested in far too many sports. Not good for an anxious girly, but here we are. So anyways, yeah, we had a good time filming all that.
We did. And I got a ton of really, really great photos. I will insert them here-ish. I kind of killed it.
The pictures are insane.
So if anybody in Formula One or racing wants to hire me full-time as a photographer, please let me know. I'll take
She's in, and I'm her assistant.
Yes, unpaid.
That's fine. That's fine.
Hey, it's a business expense. It's a business expense. Thanks, Mike Sheeran.
You're right.
Seriously.
But anyways, yeah, no, we had a blast. We didn't get to film much at the actual race. Shelby and I had to dip pretty immediately because of we had ourselves a drive afterwards.
That, and also we were so invested in the race. Like we were stressed.
Clutching our pearls, stressing, crossing our fingers. I mean,
I have that picture too.
That picture is probably one of my favorites from the weekend because I think it just really speaks to us as F1 fans.
Yeah. I will say, Charles really put up a good fight.
Bro.
I'm not in love with the outcome from that still, but it's just, it's one of those things, how like Ferrari gives you hope. Like, you're like, yeah, everything's bad, but then they start giving you hope and it looks really promising, and then they just like crush your hopes and dreams altogether.
No, yeah. But it's one of those, I loved that race.
I did too. It was still
and
a Ferrari
it's one of those, the podium was fun. And it was one of those, like, we just saw like good racing. Like, not a whole lot like incident wise happen except for the whole Carlos thing, which still upset about. The only silver lining there was that we saw a podium in the sprint for Carlos.
Yes.
I digress. Anybody that says that Charles is not a defensive driver, I'm just insert this race.
He did so good until his tires started giving out.
We already know that, but no, here's the thing, because even he said it in one of his interviews of like, I think I have the quote. He goes, "We can flip it however we want. We didn't have much more," as in the car. Lando had much more. He just couldn't overtake me. I liked the race. It was fun.
I love him.
And it's one of those, it's so true, because let's be real. One, that man gaslit the entire grid into thinking that softs were the move. His first stint on the soft tires was so good that
I was like, wait a minute.
Everyone put them on, and almost everyone was struggling that put on the soft tires. So welcome back, Charles. Your tires cannot legally degrade without your consent, Leclerc.
Yep.
On top of that, then the whole, like, Lando did eventually get back around him there towards the end. Like, I mean, like, with 5 laps to go or whatever.
Not a lot.
4 or 5 laps. But the thing is, it took Lando, like, Charles' defense was so good, a little dicey at times, but it was so good that it took Lando 52 laps to overtake him in a rocket ship.
Yep. Just want to point that out.
I mean, so would I have loved Charles as P2? Yes.
I'm just glad he was on the podium.
Yes. Welcome back. The bad damn time of Ferrari was on the podium again.
This is a win for us.
But it was, he drove phenomenally. I mean,
it was great.
It was crazy. And we had, I mean, not quite front row seats, but we knew when when it was going to be a good uh I mean, the whole thing was a good battle, but
Yeah. But like we could see like so we had that back straight in our views. I'm sure you saw the videos, and like
yeah,
that is when you could see when DRS was enabled. It was like
so cool.
together and then phew, it was fun. It was great. So we had a lot of other fun things happen. So I think on day 1 we all went to the bathroom and we're walking out. And I say bathroom, it's not a room. It
was
fence,
partitioned.
It's
It's
with
a
like 100
partitioned
porta
group
potties.
of porta potties. That's
and,
what it is.
And we're walking out. I'm oblivious to all of this happening. Sydney looks and is like, "Is that?"
And I don't even
Matt?
get that full sentence because it was one of those. If
So
you
fast.
followed us through the weekend, you know that we're still kind of in shock that this just even happened because the odds
Correct.
of it are this big. We're walking
Smaller
out.
than that. You can't even see. You need a microscope to see those odds.
We're walking out, and I'm like, "Is that no? Is?" And then about the time I'm like, "Guys, I think," my sister goes, "Hold on, wait," because then by that point, at first Matt from Matt and Tommy walks by, and then Tommy walks by, and Shelby was like, "Hold on, no, that's Tommy," and so we get out of the porta potties, and we're like, "Well, we have to wait, right?"
So, like psychopaths, we stand there.
I vividly remember asking you, I was like, "Is this weird? This feels
And
a little
said,
weird."
yeah.
But
I said, yeah, but we're doing it.
Yeah, we couldn't not.
Yeah. Yeah, they come out and we're like, "Hey, can we take a picture with y'all?" They were so. I just want to emphasize, Matt and Tommy were some of the kindest people we've ever met.
So nice.
They were so nice. And so we took a picture and we gave them our buttons that we were handing out. And they're like, "Oh, like, what's this for?" And we told them, we're like, "Oh, like," we weren't like trying to be like,
no.
Listen, we were just like, "Oh, like, we're handing them out because we just started a podcast." I say just.
Yeah.
But we're on like season 2, episode like 20 or something now, right? And so, they were like, "Wait, that's so cool. Like, tell us about it." And so we did, and we're like, we're actually like interviewing people here for some content. Like,
yeah,
hypothetically
would y'all
speaking,
mind?
Would you want to answer a question? And they're like, "Let's do it." And again, outside porta potties. I'm talking.
We haven't moved. We have not moved. You can't see them because again they're partitioned off. But like,
it's the fence. But also, like, if you count distance, we are less than 5 feet from someone taking a shit actively.
Oh, it was hilarious, and it was one of those like that interaction story because like we're just fans of theirs. Like we've mentioned them on several episodes because it's like a lot of their stuff just ends up naturally on our feeds just from us all being like F1 fans, and like that's just the content that is promoted for us. And it was one of those like I think we just approached them first as fans, and then if they hadn't asked about the buttons, I think we would have taken our picture and then just like, "Oh my god, we met Matt and Tommy." Yeah. And then they were like chill with an interview, and then it was crazy.
I was just blown away by that, and I think for like, I'm not even exaggerating. The entire rest of the day, about once every 2 or 3 minutes at first, but then it started to go every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 20. We'd be like, "Hey, did that happen?
Like, what just like was that? Did we all just
happen?
Enter the same dream?" It just was one of those like they were great. And they humored us, and they like the video was phenomenal, and just it was so them, and it was just it was just a pleasure. Like it was just a pleasure meeting them. Like our 5-minute interaction, like that's one of those things that I will go back to and think about because it was just again, the odds of it are insane. Like, what do you mean? Because Friday, I think they sat on that left side of the turn 9 grandstand, and we were more towards the right side. And I was like, this was after, what was it? It was after FP1. But still, like the odds of us going out, them coming in, it mind-boggling.
Well, you know what's even crazier is, so the odds of that were already small, and then 2 other times that day when I was going in and out of the porta potties, I saw Tommy, and like he recognized me, kind of like, "Oh hey," like.
Right.
It's like, so
it
not
just
only did we bump into Matt and Tommy once as a group,
mhm.
also multiple times throughout the rest of the day. And so I was like, like,
Huh?
what is the
Huh?
world right now? I'm
I
not
feel
gonna,
like that.
I'm not
I
gonna question
feel,
it. I'm not gonna
I feel
question
like
it.
no, like I feel like that meme of the cat that's just like, huh? Like,
Huh?
huh? Because
Huh?
it was one of those like really cool because I feel like we're that like small independent, like we're that small indie F1 podcast, just like because we've been at this almost darn near a year, Hannah.
Almost. Couple
We're
weeks from
we're
now.
we're fast approaching a year, and it just and we still like we've gotten a little bit more of I think just a following that's not just friends and family at this point. And so like that's been kind of cool to see, but it's I think at the end of the day, like we just still do this because we like talking about it.
Yeah.
And so the fact that we met someone like they're like I would argue one of the biggest F1 podcasts, and now they follow ours, and it's just really weird, and I'm still just like, huh?
Crazy. So Matt and
So
Tommy, if on the off chance you ever do see this, thank you.
thank you.
We appreciate it.
Seriously, bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, that's one of those things that I think we'll think about and talk about for a very long time. Y'all were great.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Um,
Definitely.
yeah, that was a crazy thing that happened. On the
Yeah.
realm of crazy things that happened, you were censored by the official F1 account.
I found this out this morning. I woke up to a text from Maddie Sheeran, and she goes, "My mom just sent me this and said, is this Hannah?" And
You were like,
the
huh?
thumbnail is me. And so I was like, wait, hold on a second. Like, I'll show you. Like, the thumbnail, like, is me. It's like a horrible angle of me, like, because I'm, like, approaching it. But I'm like, what? And I remember, like, speaking into the mic when that happened,
Yeah.
and I was like, there's no way they're going to use mine. And so what I said, the question was, like, what driver took a risk this season that's paid off? And I read the question out loud before I answered it, just as like a good presenter would, right? And they cut it after I read the question. So they used my recording of me as like the, hey, here's what the question
is. Yeah.
And then so my answer that they conveniently cut out was, so I was like, what driver took a risk this season that's paid off? Lance Stroll by getting back in the car this season. And then Parker in the back goes, well, wait, that hasn't paid off. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. That hasn't actually paid off yet. So thank you to F1 Official. We will not be silenced. I will not be silenced.
My favorite part is that someone had to watch those and then pictures probably giggled at the Lance Stroll comment, but was like, I can't use this. We'll use you for the like it just is.
It felt like kind of like an honorary, like, I see you, I just can't, you know? So
that's so fun. Like to be used, but then to also be censored by the official F1 account.
I hold too much power,
crazy.
Obviously. But like Lance Stroll had such a weekend too. Not only from that, and then from his incidents in the race and in practice.
His crimes against humanity.
His crimes against humanity. He also was actively swiping on Raya this weekend, per one of my friends who I will not name for privacy reasons. I don't think that they're supposed to be sharing this information with me. But yeah, she was like, "Hey, just like I thought of you. There's an F1 driver on Raya," and I was like, "Which one?" And she didn't reply for a couple hours. And all of us, me, Sydney, Shelby, and Parker, we were all sitting in the like B&B, and we're like, okay, wait, let's go through individually which drivers are single. And there's only 3.
And it's not many of them.
Fernando, Lewis, and we were like, we're not sure about Lance.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, so either Lance is on this app or one of the older the 2 oldest drivers on the grid are like
because
on
honestly,
Raya.
It wouldn't surprise me if Lewis Hamilton was on Raya.
No, it wouldn't surprise me if Lewis. Fernando, I would be shocked. But
yes,
I was like, what? It's got to be Lance. But then Parker was like, it says that he had a girlfriend, but I don't know, like, that's still a thing. She texted me a few hours later. She's like, it was Lance. And I was like, well, yeah, that checks. But
yeah. No, it's just wild. I mean, it was One, I think it was going to be a great race weekend, regardless of what happened, at least for me and Shelby, because we got to see you guys and spend so much time with you guys. Like, we had a blast together. I mean, like, it just exhausted, but we had a blast together.
Yeah, I was
Like,
sleepy.
we were, I mean, like, it was, we would get back, have dinner, which shout out my mom for dinner because she made us chicken spaghetti and stew, which
Thank you,
baffled
Pam.
Parker for some reason. Yeah, shout out mom for
Yeah,
dinner.
Parker
Like,
had never
we
heard of
would,
chicken spaghetti.
yeah, which maybe it's just an I don't know.
No,
Nonetheless,
it's not, because I grew up having it.
maybe it's because it's not a San Antonio thing. San Antonio is kind of an anomaly, but
Eh,
but it was like we would get back, we'd have dinner, we'd shower, and it was we went to bed.
yeah. Oh, and we'd have a slice of cake,
We would
and then
have
we'd go to bed.
oh, speaking of, okay, yes, glad you brought up the cake. So,
You said
fun
I was
fact,
such a good student, and I was like, I mean, I did my homework, but I did something else too.
you did. So, my birthday is next week. And so it's October, and we get back from the going to see the Oklahoma Dads on Thursday night. And I opened the door because I think I no, yeah, I opened the door because I think Shelby was getting something out of her car. And
But she
Hannah's
weirdly,
holding up
guys,
her
like she just
phone.
cracked the door though. Like
Well,
I need to
okay, no,
read
no,
about
no, no, no,
this.
no. No, because I'm telling this from my perspective because
Okay.
yours makes me sound like a psychopath and mine it makes sense. You're holding so I open the door. Mind you, like you open the door, you see the king size bed. And I
And I'm
just
sitting on
see
it.
Hannah sitting with like recording. And I was like my first thought was like what? And so like I paused. I did. I paused with the door cracked because I was like what are you and I don't think I had gotten a full question out. And Hannah just goes, she points, to which then, now that I was prompted, I turn and look, and she, the little turd bucket, lovingly decorated the whole Airbnb, got me a cake, and wrote on it, she wrote the icing
I
description
killed
herself.
this.
She said, I am stupid, crossed out the stupid, and then put 27.
That was
Because
my idea.
it was such a good Charles quote, and honestly, one of the shorter ones. So I'm
Yeah,
stupid,
I was like, I
crossed
can't
out
put a lot
27.
here.
But it was such a sweet little thing for her to do. Shelby knew that was happening and got me
Oh
this
yeah,
big
we planned it
ass.
together.
Oh,
We were
I yeah.
co-conspirators.
They mentioned something cryptic in the car, and I was like, "What's happening?" And then this was the what's happening.
I thought that gave
But
it away.
this cute ass, just real good little cake from HEB. Shout out HEB. I miss you every day. Um, and it just was really sweet. And I was like, I got really good friends. And anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny. She goes, she decorated the whole B&B, and I'm like, all 10 feet of it. Like,
No,
to
it
be
was
fair, I did
impressive.
do the whole thing, but like, and I put like little butterflies by her bed and all
It
this
was
stuff. But like,
so. The funny
it
part
was.
is, I think it took me until the next morning to notice the butterflies, or it was at least later that night. It was really late that night because I think I
I
got
think
in
it
bed
was
and I
later
was
that
like,
night.
"Oh, there are butterflies on the wall."
Yeah, I put them
Hannah, these are
there.
really cute.
They reminded me of Daniel Ricciardo.
Enjoy the butterflies. I have that
Enjoy
quote
them.
printed out. I found like a cute little version of it on Pinterest, and I have it in like pushed into the wall of my cube
Oh,
because
cute.
it's just a good little reminder. And then I also have this really cute little printout of the Circuit of the Americas track. I'm rabbit holing. Anyways, Hannah and Shelby surprised me for my birthday, and it was really sweet, and I love them a whole lot. And then she got me. I'm actually wearing them. For those watching, she got me these cute little checkerboard huggy earrings, and then this like little checkerboard like flag, like little fidget ring, which was really really great to have during the race weekend because I'm just like over here like nervous spinning the. Anyways, it was really sweet. And then
Yeah.
Shelby for my birthday, she had to tell me about it a little early because she's actively working on it, is doing a big cross stitch of "It's Lights Out and Away We Go" with the lights, and it's really cute, and I love it. And
It is quite cute.
I don't deal with compliments or people doing nice things for me very well. And so,
No.
anyways, thanks.
You're welcome. But yeah, that was that. What else happened? Oh, I got invited to an after party,
Yeah,
and was definitely expecting a little more from that. Not gonna lie, but it was still really cool. Because the people that organized this party, they're like, well, I have a friend that works for a company that gets invites to it, and he was like, "Do you and a friend want to go?" And I was like, "Just one?" And he was like, "Just one." And I was like, well, fuck. Sydney has a sister, Shelby, who I value equally as much. And I was like, okay, well then maybe Parker. Like, does it have to be a girl? Yes. Shit. Okay. And so I ended up bringing Maddie Sheeran. If you're watching this, hello, Pookie.
Because fortunately, unfortunately, Shelby and I, like, there just was no, we had to get back. Shelby had to get back to Ruston. I had to get back to Fayetteville because I, like a dum-dum, was working most of the day Monday, mostly because I'm trying to save PTO for next year. Again, I digress. Yeah. So unfortunately, fortunately, because if Shelby couldn't have gone, I honestly wouldn't have gone because that was one of those, like, it would have been the three of us, or, you know, like, that would have been something that the three of us should do. But luckily, you got to take Maddie, and y'all just looked like y'all had a fabulous time.
We did have a fabulous time. So we were excited because of my friend that reached out about it. Max and like the whole McLaren team, including like Lando and Oscar, went last year. And so I was like, oh, damn, okay. This year, no, they did not. But it was still fun. Sad. We walked in, and so the invite said business casual. And I was like, huh? So me and Maddie just wore like cute little like mini skirts with like our cowboy hats and boots and like just like a cute little dress type thing. Yeah. And fun belts, like basically upscale like cowgirl.
They looked really cute.
We did. We were the cutest ones dressed there, by the way. Not everyone. There was a couple girls that were dressed really cute too, but like, no one else like put any like effort into it. And I was like, y'all are boring. And so we got so many compliments on our outfits. You walk in and there's a girl there, and she goes, "Want a bump?" And if you're over the age of 18, you probably know what that means, right? And I hesitate. I'm like, "Hello," and she goes, "Of caviar," and I'm like, "Oh." And so she puts it like right here, you know, where normally the drugs would go. Right. And then you just eat it, right? And here's the thing. I've tried caviar in the past. Not a fan. I don't like fish. I don't like anything fishy. And she put a little bit on Maddie's hand. She put like the biggest lob ever on my hand. And I was like, I need to transfer some of this to you, Maddie. And the lady's like, oh, I can help with that. Like, kind of like, you know, like, let me use, like, the utensil for it. It's fancy. And I take, like, my fingers, I'm, like, shoving it off like some, like, peasant. And she's like, oh, never mind. And then we do it, and we eat the caviar, and Maddie's like, oh, that was great, thank you. And I, like, turn away. I'm, like, nodding. I'm like, mm-hmm. I turn away. I gagged 2 times. And I tell Maddie, I said, we need to get a drink right now so I can get this taste out of my mouth. I'm going to throw up. She's like, oh. But the owner of the caviar company that did that, they put it on like this little choo-choo train also, which was crazy. It was a choo-choo train made of Formula 1 cars. So cool. And on them, they had like the little servings of caviar on like a little chip with some creme fraiche. And that was actually very good because you can't taste the fishiness. But yeah, the owners of the caviar company, they were like, we're obsessed with your outfits. Can we take a picture of you to post? And we're like, oh my God, yes. And so we held their little sign, and that was fun. They had at the place they had, you know, those little reaction timer things, like the X, and then you have to like click it as fast as you can. They had that. They also had the race playing on like a bunch of different screens. They had a DJ who was really good. And the drinks were really good. I wasn't sure if they were going to be free or not. They were not, but we made friends with the bartender named Dominic. That's what his name. I keep almost saying Domingo. The SNL skit has ruined me. But Dominic, he, like, at one point, like, we introduced ourselves because he was really nice. And he was like, here you go. And I was like, the tab is, like, and I would say my name. And he was like, he shook his head. The first time, Maddie was ordering. And so she's like, oh, my God, that's so sweet. Thank you. And the second time, I did it. And I was like, okay, like, now me. And he shook his head again. And I kind of went off on him a little bit, not, like, in a mean way, but I was like, stop being nice to me. I was like, why? And he just, like, he crosses his arms, shakes his head. And I said, you have to let me pay for something. And he goes, why? Why do I have to let you do that? And I was like, I mean, I don't know. And he was like, this isn't my alcohol. Like, it's the bars. But he was cool. He hooked us up with that. But it was still a really fun night. We had a great time. Yeah. And we stayed at a hotel downtown. And the Williams team was there. Like, we think it was, like, their VIPs and stuff. Not necessarily cool. Like the mechanics, but like the Williams buses pulled up as we were pulling up, and all of them got out. And we were like, "Hello!" And we stood there for a minute, like, "Do we think like Carlos or Alex are there?" And we're like, "No, they have their own private drivers. Like that's always how it's gonna work." But
Unless you're
room
Alex
upgrade.
Albon driving himself to the Home Depot in Pflugerville.
No, literally. Yeah.
I
And
still can't believe
I
that's
still can't believe that. That's another thing to
that's a whole
revisit.
other can of worms.
Yeah. But we got a room upgrade for $20. They're like, hey, for $20 you can be on the top floor with like the prettiest view. And we were like,
Yes.
yeah,
Add to
I'm gonna
cart.
do that. So we did that. It was pretty. We ended up going to bed around like 3:30, and we had to wake up at 6:30. So that was really fun
I mean,
and
me too,
cool.
but for a completely different reason.
Yes, I didn't get to go to bed early that night, which I
No.
mean is
Well,
weird, but I did.
I didn't either, but you went to bed far later than I did because we didn't get to Ruston until like 10:30, 10:45. But yeah, no, that is yeah, y'all were like just starting your evening.
Yeah, it was fun. Um,
But
yeah, it was
no,
a
I
great
mean,
time. Overall
I
thoughts on this weekend?
yes, like it just yeah, hearts all around. Like I I had a blast. I had a blast with you guys, you know, getting to see the Oklahoma dads and then meeting the people staying next to them that they had met the year before and becoming friends with them. Like it just it was such a good Grand Prix. I wish the Texas weather would have cooperated just a little bit more.
I
But
wasn't expecting anything better than that, if
I
I'm being
wasn't either,
honest.
and honestly, it was the epitome of a US Grand Prix. Like it just I I think I'm definitely a little biased. And granted, it's the only Grand Prix that I've been to in person, so maybe we'll have a better comparison after Madrid next year. But I genuinely think COTA and the US Grand Prix are like is one of the best races year after year, regardless
It
of what
really is.
happens.
I think
It's
I want a
just
Coda outline tattoo. They had them at the track, but they
honestly,
were they were way too expensive.
yes. Because it's such a good track. The drivers love it. I mean, hell, Max and Charles, our little maniac racing freaks. I don't know if you saw it in the cool down room, but Lando made a comment of just or what was hold on, I have it. I have it. I have it printed out.
I haven't.
Um, Charles, this track is good for racing. And then Lando goes, it would be nice if it was easy. The absolute side eye. Because I think Charles was like, what? And then Lando repeated himself. Max and Charles side eye, and then it cuts to a different like broadcast
Yeah.
camera. And so like, but that I bring that up to say like it's just the drivers, at least most of them, love that track. It's good for overtaking because it's just the track is wide. It's just I love it.
Yeah,
I loved it
it's
so
great.
much. It was so much fun getting because this was the first race that we have gone to together, which that in itself was really fun. Like
And the
we
first time we had
just
grandstands, not GA fighting it.
I will never not pay the extra for a seat again.
It was so worth it. It was
It was
so
worth
worth it.
every and it really wasn't it was like a couple hundred more than what GA was.
Not much
And
more.
it was not bad. And we bought them so long ago. It's like we went for free.
Yeah, the money's gone. Like that's
I
it's
got
left in the
to
bank
I got
account.
to, buy my weight in $12 lemonades, which
I was literally about to mention the lemonades. I was just about to mention them. I'm not kidding.
they need to be studied because
I
we
had a
both talked
lemonade
about
last night and it, like
neither
trying
of
to mimic
us
it.
like are avid lemonade people.
I
Like
actually really don't like lemonade.
the only lemonade I usually ever get is Chick-fil-A's. And this lemonade, maybe it's because it's so hot and the lemonade's just fresh and refreshing. It's the best lemonade I think that exists on the planet. It's
I don't know
so
how they
good.
do it. I
I
don't know
don't
how they do
either.
it.
But I'm like, even that. I mean, I expected to spend money because a burger and fries was $30.
Mm-hmm.
A quesadilla was 20, which like
20,
that's to
yeah.
be expected. It's like it's sporting event food and food prices. But like, I really did not spend a ton of money this weekend. I was weirdly proud of
No.
myself.
I bought this shirt and I was so proud of myself. I want to tell you all about the shirt real quick. So I saw the shirt day one and I was like, I love that shirt. Day two, I go to the stand and I'm like, I go to like see how much it is. And I'm like, it's $160. Like it was a lot of money.
Yes.
And the guy working the stand, it was like kind of near our seats. And he was
Yeah.
like, you should totally get it. Like, and I was like, I don't know. I said, how about this? if I still really want it desperately by the end of the day, I'll come back. And he was like, that's a good plan. End of the day, I forgot.
Yeah.
I went back, but then the next day was race day. Every single F1 store was
30%
off.
off. So,
And so I got it for $100. And it was the same guy. I was like, I'm back. And he was like, you're back and it's on sale. It was great. And then I got one of those Paxton hats. That was really good too. Paxton has really good F1.
Shelby and I both got one of the Williams team kit polos. But like it was a cutie little polo. And it was on sale. That Ferrari had one that I really liked, and I was gonna panic buy that one because I could not decide between the two. And then the guy at the front was great. He was like, "They're super oversized, and we don't have the smaller sizes." And I was like, "That's fine. Give me the Williams one." And it just like it was so worth it. Was it a little more? I did see what they're going for on the website, and it was a little bit more, but like I don't care. It was I like 10 out of 10 weekend. I had a blast. I think we all had a blast. We were exhausted. Yeah, normally we film these on Mondays, and I remember I called Hannah
It is Thursday.
when I was driving up. Yeah, filming on a Thursday, it's weird. But I was driving up back from my mom's house to Fayetteville, and I was like, "Hey, so and I think you brought it up first of like, can we not film today? I was like, great, okay, that's because
I was like, there's no
you
way.
know, if you've watched any chunk of one of these, you know we like share the brain cell more than I don't think either of us even had a brain cell on Monday.
Yeah, I was gonna say we share a brain cell on a good day.
I don't think we would have been able to form like coherent words, not even
No.
sentences. So, and then we were gonna just scheduling and whatnot and being busy. So here we are on a Thursday, but I think it works out because it was like post like us going to a real Grand Prix. So like we'll get back to our normal schedule next week.
That's our
Because we had
regularly scheduled programming.
a regularly scheduled program. But yeah, no, had a blast.
Great weekend.
Take a shot every time we said we had a great time or had a blast this weekend. You'll be plastered,
Hospitalized.
hospitalized,
Stomach
BAC,
pumped.
insane.
Yep. Well,
But
that was so fun. I hope you enjoyed all of the footage that we
was.
put in and the photos. If you want to see more, they're on our page at Fifth Wheel, F1fth, not FI.
Follow
If
us
you're
on
one of the-
Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, all of the things.
Follow on all, and if you are any of the people that took a button from us this weekend, thank you for checking in with us. If you're any of the people who handed out one of the
thank you.
millions of bracelets this weekend, thank you. We love you. F1
Yes.
really is a sister.
And if you didn't get a button or you find us after the fact and you want a button, we still have some.
We have
so
some.
hit us up.
We had 200 to give out, and we gave out probably like 180 of them. So I was kind of proud of myself.
We did good.
We did very good.
We did good. So yeah, we got
Until-
Mexico coming up,
Yeah, I was gonna say until next time in Mexico. It's coming up.
which is like starts tomorrow because
Yeah, like it's coming
we're
up
filming on a
tomorrow.
Thursday. Whoops.
It's Thursday. I got
Whoopsie
notifications
daisies.
like pre-race warm up. They were like whatever, and I was like, oh, it's.
And I was
Thursday.
like, what do you mean? And I was like, oh right, yeah, I haven't known what day it was this week at all.
I have no concept of time.
No, time's an illusion.
Well, with
But
that,
anyways,
we'll see y'all next
we
week.
love you guys.
For Mexico.
We loved meeting so many of you guys. Thanks for if you're new, if you've been here since day one. We like yapping. Thanks
We
for
love
listening.
yapping.
No more.
I'm Hannah.
But anyways,
I'm Hannah.
I'm Sydney.
And it's lights out.
And away we go.
Bye.
Bye.